Hello everybody, I'm Baltmatrix. Digging through my backlog, I found this figure that I had picked up from Sir Toys a long time ago. It is Dinosaur Robot, aka a tiny Grimlock. I picked this figure up, and I completely forgot about it. Oh, I also found a box that I had ordered a bunch of stuff from Sir Toys, and it just got buried, so I found it when I was cleaning. And so, yeah, let's go ahead and open them up and take a look. Straight out of the box, it is a little bit different than what I was expecting to be in the box. It's more of a Generation 1 toy deco than the Generation 1 show deco. I'm not complaining. I think it looks quite good. It even has the transparent chest going on. The overall coloring works well, and how did I get cat hair on it? Anyway, Hopper's been around here. I know he has. It looks good. It's a good-looking Grimlock. The gray is much darker than what I was expecting to be. And I'm pleasantly surprised at being a toy deco as opposed to a show deco. And actually, looking at the box, yeah, this was definitely a show deco, which is on the box, and I did not get that. Oh well. What I did get, however, is this super tiny little wheelie. I did not expect that. He was just in the box, taped to the very bottom. Actually taped to Grimlock's butt. But yeah, ended up with a tiny little wheelie. I'm actually really surprised that this was in there. I was not expecting this at all. Along with the little wheelie, there are a couple of other accessories. We've got his classic dual-handed cannon. We've got flames for his dinosaur mode, which is much darker than what's on the back of the box. We've got a red sword, 2 open hands, and then whatever the hell this is. No idea. Looks like a muddler for a blender. Muddle. And yeah, there's the whole wheelie thing, which, man, that's so weird. How small is the wheelie, you may ask? Well, on the left we have Core Class wheelie, or Core Class 86 wheelie, and on the right we have the DNA Designs wheelie. Yeah, this thing's real tiny. It's bigger than a Titan Master, though. Now, one thing about this little guy is that he does transform, but there's nothing in the directions on how to transform him. Though, it looks like a very scaled-down version of the Core Class figure. So, I'm going to go ahead and transform it based on that. Open up the backpack, flip down the toes. Let's see. Oh, unpeg the chest. Flip the body around. Oh, maybe I have to flip the head around to get it going. Yes, you do. Excellent. And then get the hips to swing forward and fold those toes up, and they will peg into the area underneath. Yeah, right there. Like that, and whoop, that's an arm, that's not a leg. And do the same thing on the other side. Let's see if I can get that in there. Yep. Close the feet together, fold the butt, flap down, and bring the arms back and peg them into place. There's one, and then there's the other. Yeah, that is exactly the same as the Core Class figure. I mean, They even look the same. Oh, wow, I was not expecting that. Wow, the proportions are exact. Oh, that is so weird. It's a carbon copy of the Core Class figure, just like half the size. That's so weird. All right, let's talk about the big boy Grimlock here. Head sculpt is fantastic. I love the way this looks. Yeah, there's a little bit of bleeding from the red paint at the bottom of the visor. That's okay. Head is on a ball joint, so it's got plenty of movement. Shoulders move forward and back, up and down. There is a swivel at the upper arm. It's very tight, though. Bend at the elbows over 90 degrees. Ball joint in the fist. And I'm assuming, I don't know, that might be cat hair that's all over the figure. Torso articulation is present. Legs can kick forward. There is a little bit of front skirt to get out of the way. And then there is a back skirt to get out of the way. And then the figure can kick out all the way. There is a thigh swivel. Bend at the knee is, well, almost non-existent. Jeez. Oh, no, there it was just stuck. Bend at the knee is about 90 degrees, and then there is some toe articulation side to side for an ankle rocker. Though if you go too far, you end up kicking out a bunch of dino kibble, which is weird. The figure is cool, and it can pose pretty well, but mine doesn't want to stay upright. It keeps wanting to fall forward, and I swear I've got something mistransformed, maybe, but that just might be me. It's a very heavy figure for its size, and it's about the same size as the original Grimlock. It actually might be just a smidge bigger. To give you an idea, here's a current deluxe class figure. It's about a head taller than that. Yeah, it's a mighty chunky little guy. Though the big issue I have are the white hands. That just is weird. They're the same color as the dinosaur claws, but the hands are being white is just odd. It's throwing me. It's just weird for me. The hips on my figure are just a little bit too loose. I can get them to hold poses, but there's not enough friction in the hips, and there is, I forgot to show you, one hell of an ab crunch. So these are that's pretty loose, and the hips are pretty loose. I could probably fix it, but it does make things flop about a bit, unfortunately. I still like the figure, though. Not Grimlock's transformation starts with the fists. First, straighten out the arm, and then open the top and the bottom of the forearm. Grab the inside forearm and turn it around 180 degrees, and then take the fist and push it up into that section, and then close the forearm or the dinosaur leg around the arm like that. And then just repeat the process on the other side. Open up the forearms. Whoa, wait, where did his hand go? Oh no, I pulled the hand off. I didn't even realize I pulled the hand off. Okay, the hands are on just pegs. I was like, wait, where'd the hand go? Oh boy, that scared me for a second. With the arms pointing straight out, grab the entire backpack and pull it away from the figure and pull it all the way up like that. Then take the shoulders and bring them down, and then unpeg them from the body and bring them all the way down like this. And then you're supposed to take the hips and take the entire torso section and push it back against the body and push down at the same time to lower the chest. Now that we have the chest pushed down, come to the arms, and there is a hinge inside. So we're going to want to hinge this up into place. And this is actually kind of hard to do, because essentially what you want to do is pull that hinge up, and then the rest of the hinge will drop into place and snap into place inside this torso. And this is proving to be much more difficult than I thought it was going to be. You see, there's like a little hinge in there that we want to get up and out of the way. Unless I'm not pushing this down far enough, which I might not be. Ah, that's what it was. I had the hips pushed back too far, and so then I couldn't actually hinge this down, or I couldn't slide the chest all the way and get that in place. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. And now that the head is pointing out up at an angle, we can then bring the dino backpack up and get everything closed up around the head, and then drop the dino. Whoop, didn't drop the dino head into place in the right time. There we go. Yes. We have... Whoop, I popped a ball joint. Tiny little ball joint. We have... Well, if I'm honest, this is a Mazinger Z monster of the week, most likely. Yeah, totally. All right, for the legs. And this is the part of transformation I really hate. You actually have to remove an entire panel on the inside of the legs, which sucks. But, oh well. So then come to the underneath the foot and pull out this piece, and then flip it out like that. Take the tail and flip that out and fold it out. and straighten it out like that. Now that we're at this point, there is a hinge that you can bend the leg in, and this then puts the lower leg on a swivel. So then we can swivel this whole section around, and just getting this lined up is a little bit difficult. There we go. And then we can fold out the tail like that. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Turn the whole leg, pop off the panel, take the bottom of the heel, flip it out, and fold that little section out. Grab the tail, fold it up, and unfold the tail. So unfold it like that, and unfold it like that. And then turn it so it's 90 degrees to the thigh. And take the entire bit and turn it around. Oh, this is aggravating because things just get in the way. There we go. It's moving. Oh, no. Gotta go the other way. There we go. And get this like that. And then we can bring these sections together along the back of the figure, and they will peg into that slot right there. And do that on the other side. Smush it together. Smush it together. Bring that down. Get the tail smushed together like that. And we're done. It looks like he's bowing. This feels like the Generation 1 toy looked, or at least the way my memory is of it. And I've got to give the makers of this figure credit. It works well. And I like this a lot. I really was hoping for the Generation 1 animated version, but what I've ended up with is, I think it's better, especially with the stickers. With the stickers, it just works so much better. And I'm sorry I kicked the camera. The thing I don't like is the panels. I really hate the idea of having to have the panels off to the side. That's just a personal thing. Now, one thing that is cool that I'll show you is you can change the eyes. There is an eye change gimmick. And I don't know if you can see right now, but we've got blue eyes right now. Well, we can make them a little angrier. And the way to do that is to get your nail in here, flip up this entire panel, and then turn this screw, or turn this piece of plastic around. So I actually needed to get a very tiny little screwdriver and unscrew that just a smidge so I could actually turn that piece of plastic around. And now we have angry red eyes. Angry red eyes Grimlock. Roar! Dino Mode's posability is okay. Head moves up and down, and he definitely can open his mouth. There is a peg in there for the patented Dinobot flamethrower, which that actually looks really good. So we'll just take that off and move that away. Then we've got a swivel for the arms, hinge joint, ball joint, so he can scratch himself. Legs can, well, do what legs do. The bend is a little weird because they bend forward, not backwards, but we can turn that around and then give him bend, but that kind of breaks up the aesthetic, and the toes are pointing the wrong way, but oh well. And then the tail can wag, which I like that a lot. That's really cool. I like that. And for those wondering, yes, you can mount the gun on his back like a monster. Kind of feels like a Zoid. So remember that accessory that I thought was like I had no idea what it was? It plugs into Grimlock's back and is supposed to allow you to have Wheelie sit on his back. However, it doesn't work so well. It just... I don't know what else I'm supposed to do here, because it looks like it's supposed to plug into his keister. It doesn't. It can't. It's too big. But I guess I can give him a look. I mean, that does kind of work. It looks incredibly stupid, and it will fall off as soon as I touch it, but it does technically work. And that little wheelie comes with a tiny little gun and a tiny little slingshot. I'm not even going to try to put them on in this video, because when I did the last time, his ball joint in his arms weren't strong enough for him to actually hold them up. So there is that. Man, this wheelie sucks. Overall, as a third-party Grimlock that's roughly a deluxe class size, it's fun. Transformation is a little bit on the difficult side, especially with the legs, but it's not that hard. I do really hate having to remove these giant panels, but I really don't know how else you could get the clean aesthetic. It's just something I'm going to have to deal with. It's not a very big figure, and I'm okay with that. It looks cool. That's the long and short of it. It looks cool. So, folks, let me know what you think of this figure down in the comments. Also, let me know if you know what the heck this is, what company this is from. I originally thought it was going to be from, like, New Age or something, or maybe, not even, what is it, Young Toys? But it's MH Toys? I have no idea who that is. All right, folks, that's it for my look at this figure for today. Thank you so much for watching. I have been Baltmatrix, and I will catch you all next time.